Hey everybody, welcome to the biggest gaming hall ever!
I was thinking about calling it the Mega Gaming Hall.
The Mega Gaming Hall!
We haven't done one since January 6th, I believe, something like that, right after Christmas. And we tried to do this last weekend, but
we did.
Lost the audio. So
we're doing it again.
We're doing it again, and after this is post playthrough in Raleigh, North Carolina, which is a big gaming convention. It's a gaming convention.
Yeah.
Where they sell a lot of old video games, and we bought a lot of old video games last night.
So
yesterday.
Now we have a lot to show you, which is really exciting. So I'm going to go ahead and get started.
I meant to count them before we start recording. Oh well, I put it in the video description.
There you go, perfect. So, we got Solstice here on NES. Big shout out to our friend Chris who gave this to us.
Yeah,
also comes with a manual.
He was looking for stuff to get rid of, just to downsize, and I said, I'll take it. Because we're not looking to downsize, we're looking to upsize.
Thanks, Chris.
It's a cool little,
we're excited.
Little isometric, very European, very early Rare style. But I don't think Rare developed it. I remember looking at the title screen last night and not seeing Rare anywhere on there. But
we also got Uninvited.
Uninvited, that completes our Shadowgate, Deja Vu, Uninvited trilogy. They're all basically the same type of game. And that was the one we were missing. And we got it off price charting, which I'm a big fan of price charting. If you put, if you make a wish list of games that you want, you'll get emails saying that people are selling that particular game under market value. That one was going for like $28 and it's usually $40,
So heck yeah. I like the art on this. It's like a skull dressed up as a grandma.
Yep, it's
I dig it, a grandma witch.
It's an adventure game in a haunted house.
And we got Guerrilla
War. You did the same thing in the last video.
You keep. Well, look at this for real. Look at this.
No, look at this where it clearly says Guerrilla War.
Okay, that's true. I looked at the front.
But it's really cool. Arcade game conversion from SNK. I played a little bit of it. It's like, I don't know. It looks like a game that shouldn't exist, is all I'm gonna say, because the sprites are really small and everything moves really smoothly. And I don't know. It doesn't feel like it should be on the NES, but it is, and it's awesome. This was also from Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
Spy Hunter.
We're getting the Spy Hunter.
Also an arcade game originally. And it's cool. It's got the Peter Gunn theme in it.
We got Caveman Games.
Caveman Games, not a great game. I think we got it for like $1 or $2.
Yeah,
but,
super cheap.
There's a cool game in there called Mate Toss, where the caveman throws a cave woman, and if you throw her super far, she does the chicken dance. So it's awesome.
That's pretty weird, I think.
Yeah.
And we got Super Pitfall.
Super Pitfall. Kathy insisted that game sucks.
Yep. It was
if they're good games, I pick them out. If they're bad games, Kathy picked them out. That's not true, but there are exceptions to that rule.
Skulls and Crossbones.
Skull and Crossbones.
Skull and Crossbones. It's a Tengen game.
Yep, it's also a conversion from an arcade game. It's the most notable thing I can tell you about that game is there's blood in it. When you fight the dudes, little splatters of blood come off of them.
It's a little jarring.
Yeah.
And we got Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder, based on the movie about NASCAR. It's not good, but man, that game runs really smoothly. Like the way they got the track to move on the screen is like kind of insane. Must have been a real technical feat by Mindscape there.
So I'm going to show you Final Fight 2.
Final Fight 2 is the one that you could play multiplayer on the Super Nintendo, because first Final Fight was single player.
I played this last night and it was really fun.
Yes, Final Fight's awesome.
I didn't think I would like it, but I did. I played as the girl. Maki, yes.
Or however you pronounce M-A-K-I.
Yeah, I would say Maki. I had a blast.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I would definitely play it again. And Super Adventure Island 2.
Super Adventure Island 2 is basically it's not like other Adventure Island games. It's a RPG. It's like a action RPG. It's awesome.
And my wonderful and sweet friend Shelby, she got me something really cool yesterday at the convention. She got me Mario Paint.
Mario Paint, which we've been looking for a while.
Yep, we've been, well, we see it everywhere, but because it requires
It doesn't require it, but it helps.
Well, it helps a lot.
The SNES mouse.
Yeah, check that out.
And we got the mouse pad as well.
Mm-hmm.
Cathy was messing around with it last night and it all works.
It does.
Pretty beautifully. For being so old and being a freaking trackball mouse. Like, they don't even make those anymore.
Yeah, it's true. I thought this was super...
Novel.
Yes, super novel, but I was impressed in how everything was laid out in the game. I guess I thought it would be very simple, but it's actually can get quite complex. And you can make music in that game.
You can make music, you can make animations, you can play a little game where you swat flies.
Oh yeah, I had a lot of fun playing that swat fly game. That was super cool. So this is so cool. Thank you so much, Shelby. I started doing a little painting of Cooper.
Yep, and now we got the weirdest thing in our controller bin basket that we have next to our entertainment stand. We got the SNES mouse. It's definitely the weirdest thing in there.
Yeah. Also picked up
a Grail game, as they call them.
A Grail game.
As in the Holy Grail is. And then you either find this and you're really lucky for the price you get for it, or you just decide to plop the cash down for it. For us, it was about 60-40.
Yeah.
60% to plop the cash down, 40% it was at a good price.
It was a good price. I've been solidly wanting to get this for our collection for probably 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, Earthbound.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. And it's beautiful.
Yep.
It's in great condition.
Yep.
Also, got some
3DS games.
3DS games. Super Mario Brothers 2.
No Super Mario Bros. 2.
New Super Mario Brothers 2.
It's
still in the shrink wrap.
Yeah, we haven't opened it up yet. There was a couple months ago. There was it seemed like a mad dash for like a Walmart and Target of the world to be getting rid of 3DS games. Certain ones, we went to a couple of Targets and Walmarts, and some of them had crazy prices on 3DS games, some of them didn't. And that's the only deal I really got. It was $15 at one of the Targets that I was at, and that was it. That's all I could find. But
and also picked up this game, Etrian Odyssey 4. Isn't it beautiful? Comes in this nice little cardboard box here.
Limited edition pack.
Yeah, it's really fancy. I started playing it and was kind of having a hard time. I don't really get some of it, but maybe I'll pick it back up soon and see if I can't figure it out.
Yeah, it's the RPG where you have to make your own maps, and it's hard.
So,
We got some Sega Genesis games.
yeah.
It's our only not boxed Sega Genesis game. It's Gargoyles,
Gargoyles.
which I thought would be good. I don't think it's very good. I was kind of excited to see it, but when I got home and played it, I'm like, this is weird. I don't think I like it that much.
Also got Sonic Spinball.
Sonic Spinball at the flea market.
Which was actually, I think it's really fun.
Yeah, it's weird. I had it when I was a kid. It's one of my games that have disappeared over the years, but I got it back, and it was like $5.
And then we got Mortal Kombat 2.
Mortal Kombat 2. It's also at the flea market. It was also $5. It's also in box, and it's awesome. I love the Mortal Kombat 2 artwork.
Check out this beauty.
Yeah. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3.
And it's in the cardboard box.
And box for the Sega Genesis. It's got everything. It's got the manual and all that mess.
Check out that little manual that's back there.
We got this also at playthrough yesterday, and I saw it at one of the booths, and I immediately just screamed, who do I have to pay for this? Because not only was it complete in box, but it was cheap. It was like, what was it, 20 something bucks, and price charting says it goes for $54 complete in box. So
So we did good. Well, this cardboard box looks really nice. You're saying that not many of these have survived.
Yeah, you don't see them that often because they're cardboard. I mean, these clamshells that, you know, the older ones bought, because they eventually switched over to that. These clamshells that preceded the cardboard box were, I mean, I kept all of mine. Like, I didn't throw them away. As soon as I started buying cardboard box Sega Genesis games, I was throwing them away because they're cardboard. You know what I mean? I didn't keep NES boxes either because they were cardboard.
Also, got virtual pinball.
Virtual pinball, I think it's our first foray into an Electronic Arts Sega Genesis game, and the boxes are weird, the cartridge is weird.
It is weird.
I knew they were weird because I used to rent like Road Rash and shit when I was a kid, but just feeling the box and how much thicker it is.
It's thicker, yeah.
And looking at the cartridge again with the weird
Check out
yellow
this
tab.
cartridge.
Yeah.
It's got the yellow tab there.
It doesn't even look like a Sega Genesis game in any way, shape, or form.
It doesn't. And what was really funny about this game is for a pinball game, it was kind of bloody. The first level had blood in it.
Well, I think the whole idea of that is that you're supposed to create your own pinball sets, and there might be just some sample shit in there. But that simple one was like made of bones, and like every time she hit a wall, like a scream would come out. It was, I don't know. And I was like, please stop playing that. It's annoying.
We also got Beauty and the Beast, Belle's Quest.
Belle's Quest, which we recently did a Cathy Plus Classics on, and that game sucks.
I got it for $5, and I got it because I had played it recently. And sometimes when you have good memories with games, even if it's a bad game, you still want to get it. Speaking of Beauty and the Beast, we also got Beauty and the Beast, Roar of the Beast.
Which is somehow worse than Belle's Quest.
Yeah, it is.
My friend had it when we were a kid, and I don't know why he bought it. And I was like, what the hell, dude? I think we played all of 5 minutes of it and realized how bad it was and never played it again.
Yeah.
But it's got the manual and everything.
It's got the manual, which is
Maybe we can actually figure out how to play it.
We also got The Great Circus Mystery starring Mickey and Minnie.
Which is awesome. I think it was the first game up. Well, it wasn't the first game up. I think it was Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. But I saw it at Playthrough yesterday, and I was like, I'm gonna get that. And I did, because I like Capcom Disney games.
Also got this Sega Saturn game, The Legend of Oasis.
Legend of Oasis. If y'all watched our past gaming haul video, you know that we got 2 copies of Knights for the Sega Saturn and 2 3D controllers. We kept the one in my brother gave me that was had the box and everything, and sold Cathy's. Nice. And this is what we got with that money after selling it on eBay. Mm-hmm. But it's in pristine. It's like the best looking Sega Saturn game I've ever seen.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. And it's awesome. It's like a Zelda game, an action RPG.
We also got Baku Baku.
Baku Baku.
For the Sega Saturn.
Which is a cool puzzle game, not unlike Puzzle Fighter. It is not in good shape. Watch Cathy try to open this.
Yeah, I think the front side of the case is broken, but it's got the manual.
The game works, and it's fun as hell. I love Baku Baku. This is a Dreamcast game. Sega Dreamcast game.
Yeah, Sega Dreamcast game.
Street Fighter Alpha 3. The game we were picking up as we were walking out of Playthrough.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome.
I was convinced we were going to buy another game.
And it's awesome. It's a good ass fighting game.
Yep, I was digging it when I was playing it yesterday. So now let's do a little PlayStation. Got Dragon Warrior 7.
Dragon Warrior 7. For whatever reason, I thought that game was like over $100, but it's not. It's fairly affordable, so I picked it up.
Well, I'm really excited because I love Dragon Quest, and
this is an OG copy of not a remake or anything. It's the original release.
Yep. And I'm playing the remake right now.
On the 3DS?
On the 3DS. So it was cool to pick this up at this particular moment in time. We also got Wild 9.
Wild 9, the makers
your enemies
of Earthworm Jim. You basically take that little electric whip and throw your enemies into like spikes and off ledges, or just bash them onto the floor. I rented it when I was in high school, and I thought it was pretty good. And you know, when you what was it, like $8 or something like that. Picked it up.
It says pick up girls, torture your enemies, exterminate evil.
Sure.
And lock the door to your room.
Okay.
We also got
Apocalypse,
starring Bruce Willis.
It's awesome. That game is awesome. Also, another $5 gem that we picked up. It's like a dual joystick shooter, but instead of like a Robotron or a Smash TV where you're just in like single screen levels, you're running through like the open levels like a prison. I think you're just escaping and you're just shooting the shit out of everything, and things are blowing up, and Bruce Willis is talking to you. It's awesome.
And you've seen Cathy Plays Classics recently.
You saw her beat this entire game, The Little Mermaid 2.
Yep. Beat the whole game.
Yep.
This game was $5.
Yep. It's unremarkable. Other than it's the first time I've ever had a video taken down from copyright claims, because it is littered with cutscenes from Little Mermaid and Little Mermaid 2. So as soon as I cut those out, the video can stay up.
And it's the first time I've ever beaten a game in one sitting. I think.
Maybe.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
On the PS4.
Yep, I've been putting up videos of that past couple weeks. I was hoping to get one up on Friday too, but I didn't get home until late. But getting fairly close to beating that game, so that's cool.
You also picked this one up recently.
Yep.
Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice.
I think it's pronounced Sekiro.
Whatever.
It's another From Software game, the Dark Souls people. And this is a lot like Dark Souls and and not a lot like Dark Souls at the same time. It's pretty cool. I haven't been able to get to the first boss yet. I played until I ran out of money and experience. And I was like, well, maybe I'll give Kingdom Hearts 3 a try again. So I'll go back to it, I'm sure. But
I'm sure you will.
I am fully convinced that I will probably give up on that game because people say it's really hard.
Dragon Quest 6 on the Super Famicom.
Which we already have. And already been in a game haul video, but that's got everything. That's got the manual and box.
And the box is so beautiful. I mean, look at this box. And it's in beautiful, perfect condition nearly.
Just keep on adding to the Dragon Quest collection.
Yeah, I just love the art.
So Cathy wanted to do Nintendo, Sega, then Sony. She forgot that what she's about to show you is a Nintendo game.
Oh, I did. I don't think I realized. Oh yeah, it is. Totally says Nintendo.
You didn't think a Wario Land game would be a Nintendo game?
I don't know. I guess I didn't think about it.
It's our first Virtual Boy game. But if you think that the next thing's going to be a Virtual Boy, it's not.
Nope.
It was only like $12, so I'm like, well, I'm going to get it. Just because I want a Virtual Boy eventually.
This is my favorite part, this little thing that comes off.
Yeah, and that is the game to have on the Virtual Boy, is Wario Land. But we have to get a Virtual Boy now. That's our excuse.
Yep. We have a game for it.
Usually we do it other way around. But I was like, no, I'm going to do it this way around now.
That's true.
But that doesn't mean we're not going to end the video with a new console, because we do have a new console.
We did.
And we got it from the flea market.
We did.
And we got a deal on it.
It's a TurboGrafx 16.
Yep.
This is my pride and joy right now. I spent a lot of time with this machine.
She knows it very well.
When I first got it, it wouldn't work. So I started taking it apart. I had to order a special screwdriver that I didn't have.
We had to order a soldering gun.
Yeah, because as soon as you take this plastic casing off, it has a metal casing around the motherboard.
So you can't see it at all.
And it's soldered together. So if you want to see the motherboard, you have to de-solder it. So I did all that while I was continuously researching what the issue could be. And ultimately, the issue was the AC adapter. So I ordered another one. The guy that we bought this from, he had thrown in 2 AC adapters. Neither one of them worked.
Well, one of them flat out didn't work. The other one would send out you could get a video signal out, but it was just a white screen.
Yeah, the voltage was too high, so we ended up ordering a knockoff one, I guess.
A knockoff Sega Genesis one.
That was the right voltage. So he thinks he may have the original one. I hope he does, because then it would be nice to have the original.
because he has the original. It's the original RF switch for it because it's got TurboGrafx logos all over it. So it's the original one for that.
Yeah.
Even though we've been using the top loader RF switch because it's just more convenient.
It is more convenient, but I'm really excited. This is how you turn it off and you turn it on.
And that piece of plastic he kept telling us to.
Oh yeah.
It covers up the expansion bay where you plug in the turbo CD. You have to pull it up.
I guess a lot of them lose these covers.
And it covers that expansion bay.
So, I mean, if you just look for this plastic piece online, I think it's like $35.
Yeah, you're gonna be paying at least $25 to $35
for this
plastic piece.
Yeah, just the plastic piece. So, we were excited to have one that came with the plastic piece. So, it also came with this turbo stick.
Yeah, it's the only controller you had. It didn't have a turbo pad, which is just like a basic ass video game controller. This is the arcade stick that they came out with for it, and that thing's not cheap either.
What is it, like $80 or something?
No, it's more like 40 on eBay. But if you go, I added it on our price charting list, and it doesn't have a listing for it because I don't think one's sold in so long that they can keep track of off eBay or GameStop or wherever they're pulling their information from.
Well, I was playing a couple games on it earlier, and I love this thing. It is so cool.
I think I'd rather have a D-pad, especially for the game you're about to show.
So we ended up buying a few games because once we had the system, we were like, oh man, well we need something to play and the test on it because we don't have a game for it. And the guy that we bought the TurboGrafx 16, he didn't have a game for sale. So we ended up getting the game. I'll start with the one that we got first, which is Bravo Man.
Bravo Man. It's a weird game where you just run around stretching your arm out and punching people.
Yep.
Like the weirdest evil villain I've ever seen.
It is. So the games for the TurboGrafx 16 are these things called Hue cards. And this is a Hue card. It's like a thick credit card, if you will. And they come in these like little plastic wallets, which is lucky, really cool.
If you can find it.
If you're lucky, but anyway. The American Hue cards are all like super simple, but the Japanese ones have these elaborate art on it.
Yeah, everything about the TurboGrafx packaging on the games is pretty 90s, late 80s bad. It's very simple. It's very. It's you can tell why it didn't jump off the shelves to kids of the day.
Box Adventure,
which is awesome.
Yeah, you basically a platformer, and you go like hitting your head on enemies and stuff. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
here's the Hue card in the little plastic wallet.
They had Super Bonk played through yesterday, and someone snatched that shit up quick. I went down and saw it at one book, and I didn't see it again for the rest of the day. Someone got it really quick.
So, yeah, super fun. This next game I think is
last game.
It's the last game. I can't believe it, but it's my favorite out of the TurboGrafx games.
Fantasy Zone.
Fantasy Zone.
We picked it up yesterday. I played it.
Look at this beautiful art. It's awesome. The case isn't as in good condition as our other TurboGrafx.
It's definitely falling apart.
It's definitely falling apart, as you can see. Here's the game again, super simple. And what's cool, I don't know, I think this little spines look neat.
But they're not uniform. I don't like that.
That's true. It is what it is. But yeah, so we got a lot of cool stuff. And I might go play Fantasy Zone right now.
Yeah. You get your birthday coming up in a few weeks. So we won't have to wait another 4 months for another game.
Yeah, hopefully I'll get some games for my birthday. We shall see.
That's it. Say goodbye, Cathy.
What was your favorite game we got?
Say goodbye, Cathy. Favorite game we got? That's too many. Super Adventure Island 2.
Mine's Earthbound and Fantasy Zone. Bye.
Woo!